If you watch my videos, you know I love a great hike. There's a reason why. Alright, your brain. Ever feel like it has way too many tabs open and every single one is playing a different video at full volume? That noise, that to-do list that just loops and loops, that low-grade anxiety that never shuts off? I feel that at times. Heart pounding, thoughts bouncing between getting my YouTube video uploaded on time, errands, and a news cycle that just feels heavy. In the past, I did what a lot of us do. I grabbed my phone, big mistake, the headlines, the doom scrolling. It was pulling me under. The usual fixes, more coffee, checking email, trying to power through, they usually don't work. I needed an off-ramp, a reset button, fast. So now I do the cheapest, closest thing I could think of, the simplest thing. I lace up my shoes, grab a bottle of water, walk 10 minutes to the Central Park, and just put one foot in front of the other. What happens over the next 45 minutes? It's like I finally hit mute on all the chaos, a total system recalibration. Today I'm giving you the playbook I use so that you can copy it the second this video ends and find your own slice of quiet. Section 1. Why mental fog feels normal but isn't. Let's be real, we've all gotten used to this level of brain clutter. We think it's the new baseline. Coffee, calendar alerts, text, email, social media posts, commute, collapse, repeat. We juggle a million things and we're always connected, always on. We've accepted this buzzing, fragmented state as normal, productive even. But here's the reality. It's not normal and it's definitely not optimal. Our brains were not designed for a constant firehouse of digital noise. Think about it. Our ancestors weren't scrolling feeds. They weren't managing notifications. They were tuned into the world around them, and our brains still crave that. A 2022 University of Utah study found something remarkable. Just a 20-minute walk in a green space can drop your cortisol, your main stress hormone, by 21%. What does that mean? Your mind isn't broken, it's just parked in traffic for way too long. It's stuck on red alert. Hiking, and by hiking I just mean walking in nature instead of concrete buildings. It's a psychological switch. It flips your nervous system from that fight or flight mode to the calm rest and digest mode. Less cortisol, more clarity, a sense of calm. And guess what? No expensive subscription required. This isn't some new biohack, it's ancient and it works. Section 2. The trail I use when life feels loud. Now when I say hiking, don't picture Everest. Get that image out of your head. It's not the goal here. I do like to travel the world and go on some amazing hikes, but for this purpose, I have my go-to spot, the one I hit when my brain is screaming, and it's a humble 3 to 5 mile loop in Central Park. With little elevation, I do mix it up a bit so I don't get bored. And that right there is the secret sauce. Accessibility is everything. If the hike feels like another chore, another mountain to climb, your brain just tags it as more stress. We want the opposite. The goal is to make it so easy to start, it's almost effortless. So pick a trail you can get to in 15 minutes. Close is good, quiet is better. But here's the pro tip, the cheat code. Find a trail with water. That sound of a running creek, it's nature's white noise machine. It masks the city sound and turns your walk into a moving meditation. Section 3, gear that keeps your phone in your pocket. Let's talk gear. You do not need the $300 trekking poles, the fancy hydration pack, or the GPS watch. Forget it. This isn't about conquering the wilderness. It's about conquering your own mental clutter. So what do you need? It's minimal. Shoes with a good grip, a bottle of water, maybe a small snack, a handful of nuts, a protein bar, that's it. Seriously. The lighter the gear, the easier it is to forget you're carrying anything, including your worries. This minimalist vibe extends to your tech, and this part is crucial. Leave the headphones at home. I know it feels weird. Do it anyway. Trust me, silence is the whole point. It lets you hear the wind, a bird, your own breath. It turns the volume down on intrusive thoughts. It's about creating space for your own thoughts, not filling it in with more noise. It's about living in the now, being mindful of the present. Section 4, the 5-minute brain dump before the first step. Okay, so you're at the trailhead. Your gear is minimal. Before you take a single step on the dirt, stop. Do this one critical thing. I pull out my phone, open the Notes app, and I do a 2-minute brain dump. I mean everything. Every single task that's eating at me. Upload that video, empty the dishwasher, figure out dinner, that weird email from yesterday. Did I lock the door? All of it. It all goes on the list. Then I hit save, switch the phone to airplane mode, and shove it in my pocket. That list waits for me when I get back. It never ever comes on the hike with me. This isn't just a weird habit. There's solid science here. It's called perspective offload. Your brain stops rehearsing all the stuff because it trusts that you've captured it somewhere safe. It's like freeing up RAM, instantly clearing that cache so your brain can focus on right here, right now. Section 5, walking meditation without saying "oh." Once you're moving, this is how you make the calm stick. This isn't some mystical practice, it's a practical tool. You match your breath to your steps. Simple. Inhale for 4 steps. Exhale for 4 steps. Count it in your head. In 2, 3, 4. Out 2, 3, 4. Just keep that rhythm. Your mind will drift. It'll jump to that email, to that conversation, to whatever. That's what minds do. You're not failing. The key is just to gently, without judgment, pull your attention back to the count. Every single time you redirect your focus, you're doing a bicep curl for your prefrontal cortex. You are literally strengthening your ability to focus, to manage your thoughts. After about 10 minutes of this, something happens. Your default mode network, the part of your brain that just spins and ruminates, it starts to quiet down. And that's when the magic happens. Ideas show up, solutions appear, the mental sky just feels bigger. The static clears and a stronger signal comes through. Section 6, using nature cues as micro breaks for the brain. As you keep walking, let your senses guide you. Be specific. Actively look for the next thing that moves. A squirrel shooting up a tree, a single leaf spiraling down, clouds sliding across the sky. When you see it, label it, silently or out loud. I don't care. Squirrel, red leaf, sun patch. Psychologists call this soft fascination. It's incredibly restorative. A blinking notification on your phone hijacks your attention and drains you. Soft fascination gently engages your focus without any effort. It lets your cognitive tank refill. Think about it like this. 3 or 4 of these little mindful moments on your walk can give you the same restorative power as a 20-minute nap, but without the grogginess. You feel refreshed, alert, and present. Section 7, creativity boost you can measure. If you need a creativity boost, forget the workshops, forget the apps, lace up your shoes. Stanford research did a study where they gave people creativity tests before and after walking. The result? A whopping 81% of them showed a big improvement in divergent thinking. That's the ability to generate a bunch of unique solutions to one problem. This isn't about feeling better, it's about thinking better. I can tell you this works. I've solved so many tough problems, figured out that new video, the answer just appears when you stop trying so hard. So here's another tip. Carry a pocket notebook and a pencil. The second an idea lands, stop, scribble it down fast, and keep moving. Don't stop the flow. Ideas you get on the trail under the open sky, they're just better. They're fresh. Section 8, the social options that don't kill the calm. Solo hikes are great, but sometimes you want to bring a friend or a significant other. I hike with my wife all the time, but we have 2 rules. They are non-negotiable. Rule number 1, phones stay dark, tucked away. No checking messages, no snapping a million photos, unless I'm vlogging that hike. Rule number 2, we walk in quiet for at least the first mile. No talking. We each get our own space to get into the zone. Conversation starts about 20 minutes in. Those first silent minutes, it's like a parallel play for adults. A shared solitude that actually deepens the connection without all the exhausting small talk. It lets us both arrive in a calmer state before we start talking. So if you need an accountability buddy, do it this way. In the perfect balance, it's the perfect balance of community and calm. Section 9, making it a non-negotiable habit. Good intentions are useless. Habits get you out the door. So you have to treat this hike like brushing your teeth. It's a non-negotiable part of your routine. I do it right after my morning workout, but you can block it off on your calendar and treat it like any other meeting. And here's why. Consistency is so critical. Consistency beats duration every time. A big 2021 meta-analysis found that 2 20-minute sessions a week can lower the symptoms of depression just as much as one 90-minute weekend hike. That's huge. You don't need to find giant chunks of time. You just need to show up regularly. So do it right now. Before the algorithm distracts you, open the calendar, put in the recurring invite, make the appointment. Your future clear-headed self is going to thank you. Time to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It tells the YouTube gods that clarity is more important than cat videos, and it helps this message find more people who need it. And drop a comment with the name of the closest trail to your house. Let's build a giant crowdsourced list of these brain-saving walks. I want to see where you all find your peace. Section 10, coming back. The cool down that locks in the calm. When I get to that bench, that overlook at the top or the middle of the hike, before I head back, I stop, put my hands on my knees, and do a quick 3-breath gratitude scan. Super simple. One thing I see, one thing I hear, and one thing I feel. It could be city skyline, distant dog bark, and the sun on my neck. That little trio, it anchors the whole experience. It can make the calm stick. Then I walk back slower than I walked in the beginning. That's a deliberate choice. That calm state, it lingers longer when your return is unhurried. You're not rushing back to the chaos. You're easing back into it, carrying the quiet of the trail with you. And finally, back at the car or the front door, I pull out my phone and I read that brain dump list from before. It's always amazing. Half of the items on it suddenly feel stupid, soft, or just not important anymore. And for the rest, the next step is suddenly obvious and clear. The hike organized my mental inbox for me. Section 11, what if you live somewhere flat or urban? But what if I don't have a trail? I live in a concrete jungle. I hear you, I live in New York City. No trail? No problem. You do not need mountains for this to work. Go to Google right now and search Greenway plus your zip code. You'll be surprised that there are arboretums, local parks, river walks, even a quiet cemetery. They all count. The key is not the rugged terrain, it's the green space. A 2020 Scottish study proved this perfectly. It is tree cover, not altitude, that predicts the drop in your stress hormones. So even a small city park works. I had a viewer tell me she hikes the perimeter of her apartment complex parking lot at dawn because there are maple trees planted on the islands. She gets these 3 miles in and she swears the effect is identical. Nature finds a way. You just have to show up. Section 12, tracking your mental clarity gains. How do you know this is actually working? You can't improve what you don't measure. So measure it. It's simple. Before and after every single hike, rate your fog level on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is crystal clear, 10 is completely overwhelmed. Write it down in a notes app. I've been doing this for months. My data tells the story. My average pre-hike score has dropped from a chaotic 8 down to a manageable 4. My post-hike score is consistently a 2. That data is what gets you out of the door on days you'd rather just scroll. It's tangible proof that this works. Try it for 1 month. Comment on your results. This helps us keep us all accountable. We're in this together. Section 13. Common traps that turn a calm hike into stress 2.0. Alright, don't mess this up. There are a few traps that can turn a peaceful hike into just another form of stress. Avoid them. Trap 1. Turning it into a fitness time trial. If you're obsessed with your pace, your heart rate, your mileage, you're missing the point. If you absolutely have to record it, fine, but put the watch in your pocket so you can't see it. Let your body move how it wants to move. Trap number 2. picking a trail that's too hard. Physical suffering pulls your attention away from mindfulness and into pain. This isn't about conquering a mountain, it's about finding peace. Choose gentler paths when your head is the thing you're trying to fix. Trap number 3, podcast addiction. I love a good podcast too, but spoken words hijack the exact same parts of your brain that you're trying to quiet down. They fill the silence you need for your own thoughts to show up. Save the podcast for when you're washing dishes on the trail. Let the world be your soundtrack. Look, your mind is designed to wander. That's what it does. But wandering in city traffic and wandering under a pine canopy produce two very different results in your brain. One leaves you fried and depleted. The other leaves you refreshed and inspired. Give yourself permission to treat this as essential hygiene for your brain. It's cheap, it's repeatable, and it's incredibly effective. Next time those mental tabs start screaming at you, close the laptop, grab your shoes, and find the nearest patch of green. Let the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other do what endless scrolling will never ever do. If this walk cleared even a little bit of fog for you, please share this video with someone who's burning out, someone who needs this. Hit subscribe for more weekly hacks to keep your mind sharp and your body strong and healthy. I'll see you out there on the path, probably Tuesday morning, counting my steps, counting my breaths, and counting my blessings. See you all next time.